Okay, so my requirement is I want to take if this is the screen, I want to take here. This is the okay. This is what this is something like menu. Okay, I want to call it as a top menu. I would like to take it as a top menu. If you click on this, what should happen? Related to this, whatever submenus, sub items are there, sub menu items are there, we have to display sub menu items like this. If user clicks on this, then I have to display the UI here. Okay, this is the, of course, this is also very simple. Okay, I just want to show you just UI approach. Okay, see here guys, the reverse approach. Okay, main menu is in the left menu, and then top, here I would like to display what? Sub menu. Okay, if I want to take like this, what I will do is I'm going to take I'm going to take okay, here I would like to take see, this is a main menu, right? Okay, so for this, let us take one examples. Okay, menu item 1, I'm going to take the naming conventions also. Menu item 1, menu item 2, menu item 3, okay, menu item 4, menu item 5. Okay, menu item 5. If menu item clicks on, so what I want to display, I want to display, so these are the, okay, this one. So if you want to implement like this, okay, this is one structure. Okay, this is one structure. Okay, now, so let's look at it guys. If you want to implement it, okay, of course, this is also very simple. And first, to take the structure, the main app, okay, has to divide into two parts. Main app has to divide into two parts. This is, you can take a row. Okay, you can take a row. Inside the row, within the, I'm talking about within the app application, within the row, I want to take see here, this is the, okay, this is left menu, and this is body. Okay, so this can be called as route. You can take it as a route. Okay, so now this is a row. Okay, in wrap item, this is going to be the row. In the row, this is a, okay, menu item, and this is going to be something like, okay, this is routed initially. Okay, this can be whole, this right part is route should be within this one. Okay, this route should be available here. And then to display this kind of information, okay, first of all, in the app component, what I can do, you can go to the app component. Okay, I will show you the structure guys. This is to make you practice all these things. Okay, I don't want to do whole things, but I want to give you some exercises. Okay, to give exercises, okay, I want to show you some structure which is new. I'm going to show you something, then you can practice on those things. To do so, first I will take new project. Ng new sample 30. So now, meanwhile, what we can do is we can search for Bootstrap thing. Okay, Bootstrap 4. You can go to the Bootstrap 4, and then okay, go to all. Here in Bootstrap 4, you can see different types of UIs and all. Okay, see, these are the different things are available. You can check it out. Okay, before going to that, first of all, let us take any UIs. Okay, so you can take some kind of UIs. Okay, first go to, yeah, go to here. Our goal is what? Creating left menu, right? In the left menu, I want to take something. okay, tabs or something like this. I want to take like this. For that, already in the last class we have taken, okay, list. Okay, now you can take the list. Okay, fine. Now this is the list. Okay, if any person clicks on this particular item, then it is going to display some. Okay, see here guys, items. It is going to display some items. Some items. Okay, to display items. Okay, we have multiple options guys. Okay, what I can do is, let us go to maybe like okay, let us go to here, navigation or tabs. Okay, let's tab. Any tabs are there? Tab is not there. Okay, layout. Click on layout. We can see different things guys, so that it is not the layout. Okay, you don't need to worry about layout, not layout. Utilities, documentation, right? uh, you can take, come down. Okay, that's fine. I'm just looking for some components. Okay, okay, scroll by, see here. Okay, you see here guys, what, how it is looking like. Okay, we are going to use this. It is how it is displaying. If you observe carefully, it is getting displayed, sub items, right? Okay, you can do like this. Yeah, even you also can use this kind of next one. Next, in the next example, I'm going to use nav bar with this style. Okay, nav bar. Okay, remember this. This is going to be the nav bar. We are going to work with this guys. Okay, so the tree structure. Okay, the tree structure. So one item is available inside another items, right? One item is available inside another items, and okay, these things. Okay, okay, we work on this. We are going to take this kind of navbar, and we are going to work in the next example. But now I am looking for any other okay, so maybe like tool tips. Let's look at it. Maybe like models, badge. Okay, badge is not there, and then card. Okay, okay, sometimes. Okay, collapse. Okay, one second guys. Navbar. So, and then utilities, go to the utilities. This is borders and all, right? Borders and all utilities. Okay, maybe like charts, changes. Okay, so let's find. Let us go to content, and within the content we cannot see anything. Maybe like components. Okay. See, I'm looking for something. Yeah. This is also going to help us guys. Okay, so where we are displaying such kind of information. Window, bootstrap window web page, no. Bootstrap, yeah, this is no. Actually, today's concept is different. Okay, this is main menu always. In the last class we have done, right? The last class was bootstrap. How the bootstrap is looking like. If we click on here. Okay, okay. So this is totally changing. Okay, themes are getting changed. Okay, let it be, guys. Okay, coming to the this one, coming to the JavaScript. Okay, give me a second. We try with this. Okay, this component is not okay available, right? what you can do is, for this you can copy this code. Okay, we'll check it out how it is going to looks like, how it is going to looks like. I will tell you guys. Okay, so copy this. Okay, copy this and then go to the UI. I will show you the only bootstrap CSS stuff. Okay, meanwhile check it out, the code is also available. Okay, after this we need to display the, okay, bootstrap, right? Okay, so now we have let's look at it, guys. Today I'm going to show you another thing also. We have installed bootstrap and then we are doing it, right? If you install it, that is going to work even offline also. If you don't have internet also, this is going to work if you install bootstrap CSS and all. But without installing we can work with bootstrap without installation. Okay, how it is I will show you now. Maybe like okay, I will show you something like, see here guys. So this is a new thing related to bootstrap, the second approach. You can go to uh, you can go to w3schools.com. No need to go to w3schools.com. Okay, just I'm going there. Wherever you want you can go there. Okay, w3schools.com, bootstrap 4. Okay, so just any example, you can go to bootstrap CSS and select on this and then go to any example. Okay, just go to example, try it yourself also. Here see here guys, what happened now to get this code. These are the CSS, bootstrap related CSS is available. If you observe carefully, what are the things available? Bootstrap min.js, jQuery min, popper.js, bootstrap min.js. If you observe these things are available where, guys? Actually, we were installing all those things, right? Instead of installing all those things, I just copy these things. Okay, I will copy these stuff into, okay, I will copy these things. Okay, just script, what are the script, yeah, what are the things I copied, guys? Okay, just we are referring script tags, we are copying these things. But where to copy, where to use these things here, where to use these things? Okay, up to here, up to here. Okay, yeah, let us go to, if you go to your project, yeah, I have to go to our project. To go to our project, okay, open, not workspace, open folder. Okay, so maybe our goal is sample 13, new one. Open this code. Here I'm not installing bootstrap, guys. I want to show you second way of working with bootstrap without installation code and all. You can see that. Go to the source. Here you can go to index.html. See here, guys, there is index.html. This index.html is available in the bootstrap. Within this, what I will do is, within the head part, okay, within this head part, you can provide like, see here guys, I copy pasted, right? I have copied, right? So now providing like this information. Okay, I did not install anything, just I have copy pasted these links into index.html. Now come to the app folder and coming to the HTML and remove this, and then let us take any div. Okay, class equal to bg hyphen primary. Hello, see here guys, class bg primary hello. If you go to, yeah, we need to run this, right? Ng sir. Okay, sorry, cd sample, I have to go to the cd sample, then Okay, today's class is okay to create our UI and related to navigation. What are the bootstrap related stuffs? What are the bootstrap related elements are available in the bootstrap? We'll be discussing. Okay, yeah, the server is up and running. Let us go to our code. What I can do, localhost 4270, go to there. Yes, see here guys, it is getting applied. I have shown you the second way of implementing bootstrap into your project without installation, without giving any commands. This is very simple, but the thing is, if you don't have internet, then this is not going to work. Always your system should get connected with internet when you are okay using this approach, whatever approach that I have shown you right now. Okay, so if you want to use that, then always the internet should be connected with your system. Okay, so what I did guys, go to the HTML index.html file, default file, and then copy paste okay these scripts. That's it. Okay, you can provide this one is bootstrap css min.js and then 3 min files. If you remember, these 3 things only we have installed, and then we are going to install these 3 things, and then we are going to refer in the angular.json file. Okay, so now we are not opening any angular.json, and we are not modifying anything. Okay, yeah, if you go to app html, coming to here, div class gz-primary. Okay, this one, right? The next step is let us check with the bootstrap. We have taken like this. Yeah, copy this information and then yeah provide this information and then come to here and then check it out. Yeah, let's look at it guys. Yeah, of course, home, profile, content. If I click on, see here, this is going to help you a lot when you are working with okay navigation things. Okay, you can see like this guys. Okay, you can see this kind of information. Okay, this kind of style. Yeah, you if you click on this, okay, something it is not printing anything, right? Yeah, so maybe like you can come to here, and then app comp. Yeah, this is here, right? Yeah, let us look at it. How it is going to work, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, how it is going to work, I'm going to tell you clearly. Yeah, let me take like this. But if you observe carefully, this is a profile, this is the home, and this is what contact. Okay, we have 3 items in the div, and then whenever user clicks on this particular one, what it is showing means it is trying to show the information available in the, yeah, see here guys, this is a, yeah, now how it is working means, yeah, there is a relationship between this div. Okay, let's look at it. This is one div, right? Here this is one item. Then we are not using even any href and all, any routelet routing. We are not using anything like this. Okay, this is going to work based on the navigation and all. This is going to work based on navigation, bootstrap navigation. You don't need to implement any navigation stuff related to bootstrap, sorry, related to angular. This is already built in basic navigation, but this is going to work within the same page. Yeah, coming to here. Okay, otherwise I'm going to take, this is okay, what is this, home page. This is second one is profile page. Contact page. Okay, this is home page. Yeah. Okay, see here guys, if I click on home page, if I click on profile, it is going to display profile page. If I click on contact, contact page is going to be displayed. See, this is also a kind of what is this? This is also a kind of okay navigation, but without using would without using Angular routing. Okay, see here guys. Yeah. Now if I click on app, yeah. Now what I will do is I'm going to take something like instead of home or and all, what you can do is you can take some component. Okay, let us take home page component. I want to create three components. Okay, I want to create three components: home page component, profile page component, and contact page component, or home component, profile component, contact component. I want to create three components. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to, instead of using home page text, I can write here the code. What kind of code I can write? I can write the code related to home component. I mean, I'm going to call home component here. Here I'm going to call profile component. Here I'm going to call contact component. But if you take this div, okay, if you take this div part, how it is getting displayed? We are not using any navigation. But let us look at it, guys. What's happening here? If you observe carefully, what is the okay? If you see here, what is the class? This is what is the ID? Nav home, right? What is this ID? This second div ID is what? Second div ID is nav profile. Third div is nav contact. Okay, what is this? Nav home is one div, nav profile, nav contact. See, internally it is going to use okay JavaScript and TypeScript and all. See here, whenever we are clicking here, what's happening? Ash nav home. Whenever you see ash nav home, then it is going to call, okay, it will call the div. Okay, what is the div? This is going to be the div. Okay, see here guys, this okay nav home, it is going to nav home. See here guys, what is this? Nav home. It is going to call nav home, because this is this component is related to purely okay related to not related to Angular. This is related to Bootstrap only, but it is looking like a okay navigation. Yes, this is also navigation, but the main difference is if you see this, okay, what is this? This is static. I mean, by default, the home content by default, the profile content by default, contact component is going to be loaded into the page. Okay, but if you use navigation, what happens if you click on home? If you use Angular component, if you use Angular component, okay, Angular navigation, if you use Angular navigation, if you click on home, what happens? This home component is going to get displayed. Okay, home component is going to get displayed. Right, fine. If you click on profile, what happens? Profile component is going to be displayed, but okay, home component is going to be removed from this page. If you click on okay contact, then previously loaded profile component is going to be removed from the page. So these three components are not going to get loaded into this page initially. Which component, on which component you are clicking on, that particular component is going to be, or that component is going to be loaded. Remaining components will not be available in the page, so that it is going to okay, it is not going to waste the okay space, memory space related to the browser if you use navigation. But if we use this approach, Bootstrap approach, okay, so if I this contact page, profile page, home page, all these things are already loaded. Okay, yeah, I'm going to show you this example. Okay, so actually if this is simple contact, yeah, this is the next immediate information. Okay, this is which one is better? Okay, both are useful, but when you are displaying basic text, if it is text, it is no problem, you can use this approach. If you click on home, home content will be displayed. If you click on profile, profile content. When you are using, if you click on profile, you are displaying the component means, okay, you are displaying component means, okay, then the component is not easy thing. Component is going to be, to display component, it is going to consume memory and okay, memory space internally. So that what happens, better using navigation, Angular navigation. You are going with only this particular pages, okay, when you are going with only this particular pages, okay, only text part, only you are using, only if I click on home, only text, okay, not more than simple text, then simple text will be available in the home, profile and contact, so that the page is not going to have, that page has no border. But whenever you take, you know, components, if you load this page, home component is already loaded, yeah, when you are using home component, when you are using profile component, when you are using contact component, then if you are using bootstrap, okay, only you are using bootstrap means by default home component is going to get loaded, page profile component is also going to get loaded, contact component is also going to get loaded. All right, yeah. So that's why, so don't use this approach for components, okay, don't use this approach for components. For if you want to display the content part, then it is sufficient. Okay, let it be. Okay, for static data, yes, even static data also simple thing, then fine. If your static data is also huge data, then also, okay, use navigation only. Okay, fine, simple text, if it is basic text, and it is not taking much space in the memory, then go ahead with this. Okay, but here bootstrap navigation, I don't like bootstrap navigation. Yeah, I like here, what is this UI, see here guys, how it is looking very good, right? So here the, when I click on home, something it has displayed like this. If I click on profile, and then yeah, something, if I click on profile, yeah, see here guys, some design is, I like this design very much, I want to use only that design. Okay, to use that design, and I want to use it inside the Angular, okay, navigation. So how can I use it? Okay, let us go to the code, let us go to the code. Okay, now what I want to do is, yeah, remove this part, remove this particular part, I don't want this particular part, and then remove this hrefs. Okay, remove this href. If you want to take href, yeah, only take like this, and then take like this. Okay, href, and here also href, take like this. Okay, href, fine. See here guys, it is looking like this. Okay, it is looking like this, fine guys, good. Okay, now I want to, yeah, I just want to use this as a menu only. Okay, if I click on home, then here I want to maintain a router outlet. I would like to maintain a router outlet. Okay, and then I would like to use this, so that what I can, how can I use it guys? Yeah, let us go to here, and then I'm going to create the components. Component ng generate component. Okay, ng generate component. I want to take home component. Ng generate component, home component, and then profile component, ng generate profile component. I want to create 3 components. And what is this profile? Already taken profile. Home component, contact component. Okay, okay, maybe like 3 components I have created, and then I want to provide the mapping information. Let us go there. mapping information is available in the app routing module. Here app routing module. Here in the app routing module, what I can do is you can provide here, and then I'm going to provide okay routes. I'm going to provide route. I don't have any sub routes and all. Home, one is home. For this component equal to home component. Okay, home component, import home component class, and go to here. Home next to home component, profile component. Another is yeah contact component equal to component. So set the component contact component. Okay, so once we have provided this information, and what I can do guys, go to the profile app component, this one. Here what I want to do is, here I can provide after the navigation the down route-let. You can provide route-let, and you can say href. What is this? Href, right? Here we can say router link. Router link equal to, what I can do is, what is this? This is something like router link is what? Home. Okay, you can take home. Okay, router link. Here what is what? Router link is, yeah, here I need to provide router link. See, home, one is home. Another what we need to, what we have provided, profile. Second one is profile. The third one is contact. Just providing the contact information. See here guys, router outlet contact. Yeah, let's look at it. Go to the code. Yeah, so maybe like refresh it. Click on home, see what's happening. Click on profile. Profile works here. Click on contact. Yeah, now so this particular, okay, this particular component, okay, this bootstrap component can be used, okay, for your routings. That may be sub routings, or that may be, okay, so parent routing, how you want to maintain, yes, you can maintain that. Okay, this is going to be help us a lot. Okay guys, for designing our UI. Okay, so this is going to makes our okay navigation, okay, navigation part beautiful. Okay, that is I just want to show you something like this. You can use it. I don't want to tell about, I don't want to tell any navigation new concepts, but today I just want to show you this kind of navigation related stuffs. Even if you see any other bootstrap related navigations, you can use that also. Okay, you can use those things also. Okay, yeah, even this also going to, if you want without angular navigation, if you want to use just static data, if you want to use only static data here, and then okay, this bootstrap navigation can be used directly. Or if you want to work with okay components, then go to which one is suggestible, angular navigation. Okay guys, fine. And then okay, fine, this is okay guys. So we are talking about base nav, right? navs. Go to nav bar and all. Base navs is okay. Nav bar. Okay, we have already seen nav bar. We have already, yes. That is $1 billion question actually. That you need to do it. Okay, yes, we can do it also. Okay, the question that is exercise for you. Okay, whenever you click on such module, okay, you have to highlight that one. Okay, yeah. So just I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you this part. Okay, because we need to use, okay, related to routings. I need to use some other component. Okay, in the next tomorrow concept. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you this part. Okay, if you click on something, what should happen? Dynamically navigating pages dynamically. Okay, that I'm going to show you tomorrow. Okay, good. Yeah, let's. Today my goal is displaying such kind of things. Okay, UI part. I would like to work with the UI part. So what are the different nav bars available? Just to show you guys, let me show you guys. All these nav bars are available related to routings. Which things are going to help us routing? Even see here, guys. You can take the drop down. If you click on this particular one, you can navigate to. Okay, you can component. Okay, you can go to the components also. You can go to that particular component. Okay, yeah, drop downs. This is fine. Search box and all. Search box and all. This is multi-box. Okay, these are the different types of navbars and then containers. Okay, you can take navbar inside the container. See here, guys. So it is going to look like this container. You can take it a container. Container means which gives you space. Okay, see here, guys. Equal space. You can see. Okay, you can see the spaces. Okay, whatever thing, not only navbar or table, whatever thing you want to provide, you can provide those things inside the container. It gives you some spaces in all four sides. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, yeah. Now see here, this kind of things also available. Okay, right. These are the menu items related to this, and yeah, yeah. See here, guys, this button group. Let's look at it, guys, how it is looking like. This group of buttons also makes our UI beautiful. Okay, this is also going to work as okay, navigation. Okay, so these things can be applied for navigation. See here, guys. Of course, we have only 3 things. You can provide okay many things also. Okay, let us take this one instead of instead of using the previous code. This navigation, I am going to router outlet. Yeah, router outlet. Let it be router outlet. Yeah, let us copy this code, HTML code, and see here, guys, how it is going to looks like our page. Yeah, see here, guys. Yeah, even you can yeah. So I'm not telling you to use this kind of things on top of the page, but somewhere, yeah, maybe you are working with the top nav, you'll be having top nav, or you'll be having left nav. Okay, sometimes you need to display some other things like here or somewhere, or if you have some menu item, left menu item, if you click on something, then you have to display some sub menu like this. Okay, there also you can use it, or if you have some, yeah, you can display somewhere like this. Okay, yeah, just I'm showing you. Okay, this related to navigation, what are the different things are going to be helpful for us. Okay, yeah, when we click on module that, okay, okay, for shortcut, for comments shortcut, huh? Okay, okay, yeah, this comment shortcut is just simply okay, just provide this one. Okay, arrow mark, left arrow mark, and then provide this one, and then just provide like this. Okay, automatically it is going to come. Okay, you have to type this one. If you type this one, then remaining what, this one, right, it is going to come automatically. You have to type this one first and then you can provide. Okay, even we have more shortcuts. You can search in the Google related to this editor. You can get more shortcut keys, guys. Okay, you can get it. Okay, see here, guys. Now what I want to do is for this one, even we have used anchor tags. We have used some select boxes. We have used like this. Even router link can be applied for buttons also. Okay, provide router link. Router link, yeah, router link equal to the first one is what we can apply home, and even you can say home. Okay, home, and this is profile, and this is contact. Home profile. Home. Okay, what is that? Router link, profile, profile, contact. Okay, see here, guys. If we click on home component, if I click on profile component is displaying. If I click on contact, contact is getting displayed. See here, guys. You can design this is also for your UI part. Okay, so it will be helpful for you whenever we are using UI part and all. Okay. Okay. So next things, let us. Why? Because for this collapse, whenever you collapse it, yeah, you got it, guys. Yeah, in bottom right. Yeah, but here, if I click on this for this particular item, it is displaying, right? Okay, this is the place. This is the one of the place here. If I click on here, this is a particular page. If you click on here, this is a particular page. Each page has different different thing. Okay, so what's happening? A different place. Okay, if you click on here to display this content, the place is different. If you click on here, this place is different. If you click on here, this place is, to display this content, the place is different. Okay, whenever you see this, whenever you see this kind of accordion, okay, this is going to help more like for static data. Okay, so you can, by looking at this example, you can understand the limitation of router outlet. What is a router outlet? Router outlet is one placeholder, right? If you provide router outlet, okay, if you click on something router outlet, okay, see here, if you provide router outlet, what happens? Always it is going to display here only. It is not going to display here. Okay, if you provide router outlet, okay, yeah, let us look at it, guys. If you provide router outlet here, okay, what happens? Only it is going to work for this particular div only. Okay, so this is the limitation of router outlet, and this is limitation. Okay, within the accordion. Okay, accordion component, you people cannot apply routing information. Okay, so maybe you can call dynamically the component and you can display it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, remember this accordion. Or you can use component statically. So if the components are heavy, then our system is going to feel burden. So then it is not going to be correct design. Okay, if it is static content, accordion is going to be a very good example. Okay, if you have, even for your application, if you have static data, you can apply this accordion directly also. Okay, you can use this accordion also. Okay, fine. See here, this is going to be the accordion, and okay, collapse related, right? Accessibility, any other things are there, components? Okay, so that why I'm showing you this. Yeah, so yeah, see here the slide kind of things. You can display slides and all. If you click on here, you can display slides. Okay, you can display slides and all. Okay, so this is previous and next, and this is slide 1, slide 2. You can provide like this. And if you have multiple divs and all, what you can do, you can, if you have multiple images, what you can do is you can take the source and you can provide it, and then you can provide the ng, okay, star ng for, you can use star ng for, and you can provide multiple things, so that you can click on next, it will goes to the next pages. Okay, even see here guys, idents, you can display idents also. Okay, this is also okay, maybe like this is for images and all, displaying images or videos. Okay, console is going to be, yeah, this is collapse, fine. We know drop downs. Okay, drop downs also, different types of drop downs are there. Even for drop downs also, you can navigation, it is going to work like navigation. Okay, if you click on here, then you can apply router link for these things, you can apply router link for these things. Okay, you can apply router links, and then you can go to the appropriate page. If you click on drop down, okay, you can apply anything guys, so you can apply colors and whatever you want, you can apply those things. Okay, so navigation, router navigation is going to be helpful for you. So you can take larger buttons, okay, smaller buttons, okay, that's your choice, whatever you want. So yeah, you know, if you click on here, you know, coming upside, right, if you click on here, coming upside and upright, it is displaying upright. Okay, yeah, so why, yeah, see here guys, yeah, how it is displaying right side, it is getting displayed in the right side. So based on the design, it is going to be helpful for you. Okay, wherever you can display, yeah, if you click on left side display, see here guys, drop down things can be provided like this. All right, menu items, okay, you can display menu items. All right, yeah, okay, so these menus are okay, helpful for us, providing here this is you know, menu items, directly menu dividers. This is a divider, you can use divider. See here guys, this is going to be the divider, you can apply like this. Okay, menu forms, okay, see here guys, you can apply this kind of forms. And then okay, yeah, yeah, so I just want to walk through the, okay, items, walk through the components available in the bootstrap, so that you people can make your design better. Okay, so even today I have seen very good design from you people. Okay, so if you know more things, you can beautify your application more and more. All right, yeah, fine, disabled, and you say something like this. Okay guys, yeah, okay, I just want to stop today's class. Okay, so this is related, bootstrap related components which can be used, okay, inside the navigation, which can be used for navigations and all. Okay, so I have, yeah, navigation means router outlet and router link, right? Router link can be applied for buttons or you know, list or drop downs or drop down item. Okay, drop down means drop down items you can apply, or you can display on links, hyperlinks, or you can display on any other things guys. Okay, so that you can use any component. Okay, you can use any components. Okay, so these are the things you may use, and you can check it out guys. Buttons also, right? Button groups, okay, where I have shown you just before, I have shown you, right, these things are going to be these things will help you a lot. Okay, drop downs is going to be, remember the drop downs, and then remember the button group. Okay, button group, button group is going to be, button group makes your application very good for providing sub menus and all. Okay, so of course, to provide top menu, we have nav bars and all, and we have navs, and we have drop boxes, and we have okay, what is that guys, okay, something accordion, right? Accordion is also Okay, a kind of thing, accordion kind of thing is also available, and then some special navigation component is available, right? Initially we worked with that example. Okay, what is that? Yeah, this is the code commented right initially. Okay, this is a code nav something it is there, right? It is going to help us very good to make, yeah, button group, and this is going to be the accordion. Of course, when you are using accordion has, every menu has different place to display. Okay, every menu has different place to display. If it is different place, where we need to provide router outlet. Okay, that's the thing, right? That is the thing. Okay, so that's why it is. Okay, accordion is not going to help us for navigation. Okay, yeah, somebody, yeah. Such related info responsibilities, Java developer work, yes, web developer work, yes. The results related, okay, results, okay. Whenever user search, then for the searching happening, whatever searching you are happening, right? Searching related stuff is going to happen in the Java. The results is going to be written by Java. The results are going to be displayed by front end. Okay, whatever data coming from the backend means Java. Of course, not only Java, you can develop backend in the Python, in the C Sharp, in the ASP. There are so many technologies are there. Okay, but of course, Java is powerful, and we are going to use that only backend as a backend. From the backend, we are going to get the data, and then we are going to display the data. And whenever user enters the data inside the text box and hits the search button, then entered data has to be sent to backend. Then backend receives the data from the front end. Based on the data given by the user, it is going to search, and then it returns search results. Such results are going to be taken by this component, and then it is going to display. Okay, Sai Kumar, is that clear for you? Okay, the next question is, okay, can I go to the next question? Related to index.html, by default, this is available. I'm going to explain you clearly about index.html when we are discussing about what is the flow of Angular internally, how it is going to work, everything we are going to discuss in the latter part. But here, uh, today, how we are using index.html is, okay, of course, this HTML is base for this application. So this HTML is going to be, okay, this work is going to start from index.html. This page is by default will be available. Within the page, we have provided our okay, links, okay, HTML links. Directly you are providing, referring the CSS. See here guys, we are referring from the internet by using link tag. Okay, this is usual way, this is a usual approach when we are working with HTML and okay, normal any CSS like Bootstrap or any other CSS. If you want to use normal HTML, we are going to use like link tag. If you want to use any scripts, if you want to use any JavaScripts, then using the script tag, it is going to be happen. Okay, the using script tag, it will be, okay, displayed like this. It will be displayed like this. Okay, whenever use this script tag, whenever use this script tag, what it is happening, it is, okay, going to the internet and it is getting directly. And remember, for now, index.html is going to be loaded at very initial stage of applications loading. Okay, this index, whenever index is going to be, okay, whenever index is going to be, okay, one second. Yeah, whenever index page is loading, that time only all scripts and links are going to be loaded. Okay guys, is that okay for you? Yeah, of course, I'm going to tell you the total flow, what happens internally. If you know the concepts of Angular, if you know what kind of concepts are available inside the concept, then finally we are going to work with okay, internal workflow, what happens internally. And yeah, we provided Bootstrap scripts in the index. It will use for all module. Yes, this is common file. Index.html is common file. If you import these files, okay, these files are going to be useful for everywhere in the application, not only just for app component.html. rather it is going to use it for, it will be used for any pages. These are common page. Okay, commonly we are going to implement it. All right.